5 Turnips Halloween Special, and today I'm going to tell you the spookiest tale of your lives. The story of
Jake. The most terrible thing just happened. Oh my god, what are you wearing?
Oh, this is just my kangaroo Halloween costume that I wore when I was a baby. Still fits.
Well, never mind that. Look at the news.
And so scientists have concluded that former President Barack Obama's slong is way bigger than Donald Trump's. In other news, local wise man Robert Kirkman's predictions about a zombie apocalypse are now confirmed to be true. The nation is in current widespread panic over this situation, and everyone I know and love is now dead.
Oh my god! How are we supposed to get our candy for Halloween?
What are we going to do? We're not prepared for a zombie apocalypse. We're too fat.
Don't worry, Peady. I think I have a game that can help us with our situation.
Project Zomboid!
This game was made by the developers at Stone and was released on Steam on November 8, 2013, and it's been in early access ever since. It was made to simulate an actual zombie apocalypse experience, and despite how many games that now use this overused cliche, I've always wanted to try it out as it always seemed to be more of a realistic simulation of how you would survive a zombie apocalypse. I've always had a thing for zombie survival games, and it could be because I had a legitimate fear of zombies as a kid, because look at these things! But anyway, let's see if this game is going to be a Walking Dead success or the World War worst. Get it? Those were some zombie pop culture references. First off, we gotta create our character. The character creation is pretty bare, but what makes this particular character creation different is the perks. You get to choose your character's perks along with his or her former occupation before the apocalypse. But in order to get more stats, you also have to choose negative perks, like claustrophobia, overweight, clumsy, cowardly, disorganized, feeble, hard of hearing, hearty appetite, you know, basically all the traits that define me. It says so in the dictionary. The more negative perks you choose, the more points you get to spend on positive perks. But it's not a good idea to add a bunch of negative perks because they all have different impacts on your character and how they react to certain situations. So let's finish this up, and there! Dumb Tart Face! Let's select our town, difficulty, and now it's time to survive! Project Zomboid starts you off in a house filled with goods that are efficient for your survival. It depends on the difficulty, but you most likely won't have a weapon right off the bat. So let's go outside, maybe we'll find one out there.
Well, at least those articles about Pokemon Go warning us not to go outside make sense now, because now I'm afraid.
I'll never go outside again. Well, that was inconvenient. Looks like I'm going to have to create a new character because you only get one life in this world. Let's see, I'll need someone fierce, someone strong-willed, somebody that will never back down despite all the evidence against him. Like President Bill Clinton. What an honest man. Until he was proven to be a liar, then he was an honest man. Technically true. The game starts you off with encouraging advice, saying that this is how you die. Well, dang, that's almost the equivalent of telling a 5-year-old kid that they're going to eventually die one day.
Son, I have something very important to tell you.
What is it, Daddy?
You're going to die one day.
No. The main goal of the game is to survive until death. For the most of it, you'll be scavenging random houses for items. Some can be used for crafting and clothing, and some can be used to replenish your food and water. Which the amount of food and water needed depends on the skills and stats that you set for your character. But it's not too easy to find items when zombies are lurking at every corner. And with me already being afraid of zombies, it sure doesn't help whenever a zombie looks at you. It plays this terrifying sound. This game can be somewhat frightening, and even though this game takes a top-down isometric perspective, the game still limits what you can see to what is viewable to your character's eyes. Rooms and houses are barely visible, which makes it easy to get snuck up on. You'll always be looking behind you and moving around to check your surroundings, almost at the rate of a merry-go-round. Along with the isometric perspective, the game almost seems to take some inspiration from The Sims. The game also allows you to build bases through the carpentry skill and allows you to farm and grow crops. This actually gives you more to do other than just, oh, feeding zombies. fun. There's a lot of variety in this game, and you can even do challenges to give you more objectives. And even though this game is still technically in its alpha stages, I still think it deserves a recommendation score in case any of you are interested. So with my undying pleasure, I give this game a 72.
I think we're pretty well prepared now, Peady. Let's start boarding up some doors and windows and... Oh God! Take the dog, he's much more thicker than me!
Screw you, Jake, you're thicker than a Snicker.
True. Well, I guess this is it, Peady. Only a very talented, handsome man would come in and save us right now. Michael Jordan!
He's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson!
You better leave that boy alone.
Thanks for saving me, Michael Jackson!
You're welcome, little boy. Come here.
What are you doing?
Just let me touch you.
No.
Come on, let me touch you.
Could you please
Yeah.
stop?
You have some nice skin, little boy.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Don't fight it.
Would you please stop?
Just let it happen.
Would you please stop touching me?
Happy Halloween, everyone! And if that wasn't spooky enough to make your toes curl, then why don't you check out some of these videos instead? And don't worry, new episodes of The 5 Turnip Show are still being made, it's just taking me a lot longer to make them.
I'm just really lazy.
And if you want to keep up with me, you could go follow me on Instagram. But anyway, I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.